we are here to show you the magical marvel of Thailand, that too in Pattaya. Hello everyone, welcome to our channel The Travelers Itinerary. I am Aishwarya. Today we are in day 4, episode number 8. We are here at the Sanctuary of Truth Monument. We have now reached at the Sanctuary of Truth Museum's gate. As we had already mentioned in our previous videos, we are roaming around the city of Pattaya on a rented scooter. The speciality of this entire place is that this is a brilliant monument made of only wood with zero nails and zero concrete. This place preaches good things that is driven from both Buddhism and Hinduism. Now that we have parked our vehicles, we are now approaching the ticket counter where we see a board which says cover your shoulders and knees, and if in case you have worn clothes like that, then you should pay 200 baht and leave your clothes there, and then they would give you a different set of clothes which will cover your knees and shoulders, and you should be able to wear that one. Now we have reached the ticket counter and we showed the Klook app's tickets, and they have given a band in our hand and we are wearing that, and then we are getting across the ticket counter here. These people do have vending machines just like the airport, which is absolutely overly priced just like the airports again, and they do have maps to show where each things are located and activities are located. And other than just the Sanctuary of Truth, these people also have a lot of other activities such as horse riding and all these things. So here this is a water bottle vending machine, and this here what you see is a machine that changes money into coins. That is, the notes that you provide here would be turned into coins and then it would lend it back to you, so you can use the vending machine. And as we do come along, we could see that there are other vending machines too. So these are vending machines for Cokes, Pringles, Lays and other snacks. Just the works are just the same as the water bottle. You put in the money here and then you get snacks out of the sockets. And here also one more thing is they do have different ticket counters for the ones who come in person and for different counters for the ones who come through Klook. So basically there are two different ticket counters here, and these are the ticket prices of the Sanctuary of Truth. What I'm going to show you now is the Klook tickets that we bought through the Klook app. We paid through Indian money over here, that is 2026 rupees with the no show refund and all these things. Now we are going to get inside the entrance. Now we do have another board over here which shows us the ticket prices when you do walk in to the Sanctuary of Truth directly, which is for children it is 250 baht and for adult it is 500 baht for all these activities, which is elephant riding, horse carriage, rowing boat, speed boat, foot massage and everything. This board also shows us the timings of when each activity would be taking place, and there is another board which has the pictures of them too, which clearly mentions which timing what all activities would be allowed, and also the prices for children and adult for the same. But we decided not to go over here because we had plans elsewhere. Okay, now come on, let's get inside. As we were getting inside, we could see a tree, and nearby there was a lot of trees, and then here we saw an interesting golden statue. We guess the one in the statue should be a king because he's there with a horse and many people under him and all that. So we don't know who that king is because most of the things here are written in Thai language. So still we took pictures before them, and then for to make our own memories, and then we left the place. Okay, fun fact. Let me give you an amazing tip over here. You could see that bag that my husband is wearing, right? That looks a little bit interesting. Looks like we've seen this somewhere. And that bag is nothing but the bag that is used by Alan in all the hangover movies. And let me tell you something, this bag is very, very useful for the ones who are coming on foreign trips, especially because over here you are basically required to keep your documents, your important documents such as passport and foreign currencies in your hand every single time. So it's a pain to hold it with holding a bag and all that. But this sling bag is very useful. We bought this for 100 baht in the local markets of Thailand, which is a bit cheaper even when compared to India. There we finally come to see the most majestic Sanctuary of Truth, which is completely carved in wood. Wow, it looks so beautiful with the sea behind it and all that. Such a majestic view.
And they also do have a very cool photo spot over here, which exactly looks like a balcony, only to take pictures from here and all these things, so that you would be able to cover up the roof of the Sanctuary of Truth from here. Very beautiful idea. Just look at the carvings and all that from here, man. Can you even believe this is all made with just wood and no nails? We couldn't. And also, we must tell you that what you're seeing in this video is not even 20% of what we saw in real life. So, camera couldn't really do justice to what we saw, truly. And now we started taking some reels for our Instagram and YouTube, obviously. So, what are we here for? So, started up with all this in this bright, scorching sun. Now, for some videos from my husband, transition videos, of course. Finally, after a very long wait, our English guide has finally called us. So, one more fun fact I'll give you here. That is, you cannot get inside the Sanctuary of Truth whenever you want in person, just like that alone. No, they won't allow. Basically, they will divide batches based on different languages. Okay, so each language they will provide one guide where you would be accompanied by at least 50 to 70 people, where a guide will guide you throughout the journey. And I would strongly recommend you to please listen to what the guide says, because the explanation here is just massive. And if in case you do not listen to the explanation that they give you, right, trust me, this particular sanctuary would just look fancy. That's it. But it actually has a very, very deep meaning inside it, and you would understand it only if you listen to the guide. So please do listen to the guide. It really is very interesting. Trust me on this. And again, getting back to where we are, we do see a small hill-like area from where we are stepping down. They have created staircases over here, and they do have small rivers and stream-like things over here. So as we get down, we could see that they are giving helmets for us. Why do we get helmets over here all of a sudden? The reason is because this particular sanctuary is under renovation, and basically the works are going on. So just for our safety purposes, they give us helmets, which we are supposed to return back to them once we get out. And now we have got our helmets too. My husband with one and me with one. Now we are walking on our way. Now that we've worn our helmets like Bob the Builder, now we are on the way. Our mates also have worn them. Come on. And they are taking us to a place where we would be made to sit, and the guide would be giving us certain instructions. So they are taking us there just for a very small meeting to know the things that is to be done and the things that shouldn't be done over here. So now the meeting has been over, and yes, our guide over here is a beautiful Thai young girl, and she's really talking very well. Her English is very nice, actually understandable, which is quite remarkable in Thailand, because people here do not value English as much as we do in our countries. Thailand, only their own language is very privileged, and they only respect that, mostly because all you see over here is basically only written in Thai, and they only know Thai languages. English here is very, very prime, very, very secondary, honestly speaking, and sometimes not even secondary. And over here we mostly talk through sign languages. And yes, finally they have taken us to a carving place, and this is exactly where the carving department works are done, where the works are done in small pieces over here, just like how you see over all these small statues done by wood. All these things would be fixed in the sanctuaries in their respective places. So people over here are constantly working. Also, we also got another interesting activity told by our guide, that is, if we wish to come and try carving over here also, they do allow us to do that for absolutely free. Once you are done taking pictures, videos and all these things inside the Sanctuary of Truth, you can do this as well if in case time accommodates for you. And as you can see, the most hardworking people over here, they chisel the wood only using chisel and hammer, and there is no machine cut products over here. It is completely handmade, and each and every single piece over here takes at least from 1 week to 1 month to be carved, and then they would go and place it in the sanctuary. What you see over here in front of us is basically a model of the Sanctuary of Truth that was built earlier, and now because of renovations they have renovated it a bit, but this is the old one, which is the actual one. And also one more interesting fact over here is, as the accuracy over here is that each and every single centimeter that is mentioned inside this model would represent the actual temple's 1 meter, which means the calculation of this model also is so accurate. So now our guide is showing us how the entire temple was built without even a single nail by using the interlocking system. So now our guide is showing us miniatures of whatever is used inside the temple. You see here, this is a lock that is being used with no nails, and she shows another one. This is called the butterfly lock, it seems. So you over here you see that there is a piece of wooden which is being locked, but on the other side you can see a beautiful flower design. So that is what is representing inside the sanctuary as well. And for each kind of joint they do have different kind of names for them, and this is a different kind of joint, and these joints are used for the balconies to give that curved texture and all that. So this is being realistically used inside, and this is a hammer like joint that they are showing us. You see, it is basically two different parts of wood, they are locking it, and now the hammer part also comes inside this. So basically they've put in too much of technical effort inside this to make this massive, beautiful, gigantic Sanctuary of Truth museum. So now that we've seen this in close up, wow, it just looks amazing. So finally, after the instructions, what to do, what to not do, and all these things, we are finally let inside the actual Sanctuary of Truth. It looks amazing from here, more than massive. I have no words to even explain. And also, if you see here, the entire museum is built on top of a 4 feet structure. I mean, like a 4 feet basement, which is also made of wood over here. Do you see the massive piece of art over here? Do you see the perfection over here? Can you even believe that none of this is made of mold and it's entirely carved only by wood and handmade designs? Come on, we are just stuck in awe. Come on, we'll get inside and see what else is waiting for us in the inside too. So as I told you in the early part of the video, this sanctuary or temple is basically the good things that are involved in the Hinduism and Buddhism, and basically the principles of the Hinduism and Buddhism are carved into models inside this temple. So to get inside this temple, we do have 4 different entrances on 4 different directions of the temple, just like how it works in Taj Mahal. So which is from whichever direction you see the temple, it will still remain the same, the look will still remain the same. And also over here we could see that there are free samples of notices where this is completely written about the Sanctuary of Truth, and the explanations are provided in different languages like Hindi, English, Chinese, Korean, etc. Now we are getting inside the temple and look at the entrances. Oh my god. And as you can see the inside of the temple, we realized one more thing, that the temple is not only carved from the outside, but also they have millions of carvings inside the temple as well. And over here you can see that our guide is showing some sculptures with green laser lights, that is to explain what each statue means. This is exactly why I told you that you must definitely listen to the guide, because without listening to the guide, all this place is all about beautiful sculptures. But once you do, trust me, it has very deep meanings into it. And look at the view over here from the balcony. You can literally see a direct view of the sea. And yes, we are getting inside and look at that. And in between this, they do have a Buddha like monument in the center of the temple, So we are not allowed to wear our slippers there, definitely, respectfully. So we are supposed to leave our slippers outside and then we are supposed to get inside. That's the one which you see over here in the golden color. And now we started taking pictures again, couple videos and all that. So this is the video that I was talking about. So that is with the Buddha monuments and something. So I'm not sure what this is, because as I told you earlier, nothing of here it will be mentioned in English. So again, everything is written in Thai, so we don't understand. So this again is the center point of the museum. And also there is a deep meaning for this one too. If you see inside this alone, right, inside this particular center roof alone, you can see that there are no carvings at all. The reason being is that is what they call afterlife. So everything that we see over here is basically the beautiful travel that we have inside our life, and the empty part over there represents the greed and all these things. So what is the purpose? What is the purpose over here of living such a life, such a greedy full life? You keep running throughout, all for what? By the end of the day, you are going to, after the life, no, everybody is going to be void, right? So in the between life, wherever we are living our lives, let's lead our life very beautifully, is the most beautiful philosophy of the Century of Truth. Basically, there are a number of truths that they have mentioned, but this one personally connected a lot with me. Thank you so much for watching us till here. If you like this video, please do like, comment and share, and please do subscribe us. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye bye.